Hello and welcome everybody to this Fabric Espresso. I'm joined today by Ambika and we're going to talk about an all new cool feature called Table Clone. But first, Ambika, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Ambika. I'm a product manager for the warehouse within Microsoft Fabric. Glad to speak to all of you today.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to talk about table clones today, but first let's just talk about what table clones is in general.
The data warehouse within Microsoft Fabric offers the capability to create near instantaneous zero copy clones. Zero copy clones is basically a size of metadata operation where only the metadata is copied while still referencing the data files that are located in one lake. Here, you'll be saving significantly on storage costs. Tables can be cloned within and across schemas within a data warehouse. You can create clones as of current point in time or as of current moment within the within this particular preview feature. There are various scenarios where table clones can be used. Out of which, I would want to highlight a few scenarios. Spinning up a low cost near instantaneous production like environment for development, testing, and validation purposes. A clone can also be leveraged to near instantaneously recover from accidental corruption scenarios or failed release scenarios, provided a clone is pre-created before the event of failure. Consistent reporting while maintaining the data integrity can be achieved through the creation of clones.
Sounds awesome. So basically what you're telling me right now, so if I ever potentially maybe have corrupted a table with an update state without a where clause, with that table clone, I can actually solve that now?
Yes, of course, you
Okay,
can.
that thing should have been here ages. Awesome feature. But maybe it's enough talk about the feature itself. Can you show us how it works?
Absolutely. So here we have the warehouse artifact within which we will be creating a table clone. Table clone can be created using a simple T-SQL statement called create table as clone of. So here I will be creating a clone of dimension city called dimension city 2. I simply execute a create table, a T-SQL statement, and the clone is successfully created within a few seconds. Now I select star on this table to see whether the data is reflected. The data is successfully reflected in the clone table. Now I and go ahead and clone a table across schemas. I create a clone, uh, a clone in the schema ABC from the schema DBO for the table dimension city. The clone is successfully created within a few seconds and the data is reflected accurately. This is how you can quickly create clones of tables within and across schemas. And also it is important to note that these clones exist independently in the sense any new attribute or data added to the source of the clone table is not reflected in the clone table, and also any new attributes or data added to the clone table is not reflected in the source of the clone table. So they exist independently. And you can go ahead and drop a clone or the source of a clone at any point in time.
Okay, cool. And who can create these clones?
Any user or any workspace user who has admin, moderator, or contributor roles and having select all permissions to all the rows and columns in a table can go ahead and create these table clones.
Awesome, Ambika. So table cloning, really cool feature that would have saved me a lot in the past because I used to do production DBA work, which sometimes I had to do update statements on production. Never do that, but I had to do it. Sometimes you forget your where statements. These table clones would have saved my life at those times. Now, table clones is not just that. We basically are able to have a very quick copy of our data, not actually copy. We don't really copy that data. It's just sort of a metadata operation. It gives us that data somewhere else, so it doesn't really cost us anything. It's near instantaneous. You can use it for dev purposes. You can use it for reporting to have data integrity there. So a lot of cool use cases. Do you see any other use cases? Make sure to let us know. And if you have any questions about this, just write them in the comments. And then if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this Fabric content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, like I said just before, if you have any questions, write them in the comments. We'll definitely get back to you. As always, from the Fabric Espresso team, this is Stijn and
Ambika.
Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.